Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Escape Simulator 2. Did you? Did you steal my outfit? What are you doing?
No.
We're gonna show up to the puzzle dressed exactly this. What are you doing? Here's how I feel about that. Look at my extremely normal legs. This is my threat display. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Well, how about this?
Well, I don't
Are
think
you
there's anything.
by my
anybody
muscles?
I don't think there's anything anybody can do about that. So
Okay.
before we finish these up, I did want to see what happens when you properly complete one of these puzzles. So we spent a little bit of time back in the old Castle Dracula, found the rest of the puzzle pieces for this, and indeed it did open something up. It is a proper puzzle. So these books have symbols on their covers, and from time screwing around in the lobby here waiting for Amabel to connect to the video game, I can tell you that I have noticed that the books on the shelves over here, they have symbols and numbers and stuff on them. So I am assuming that this, these two bookshelves are related. This is how we solve that. So why don't we try to put some boots to this real quick? So what do you reckon it's asking for? There are 6 books in the art and 6 numbers here. Do the number wheels? Yeah, they're all single digit. So there are some books that have more than one symbol on them, but like one symbol repeated. Let's just start with like okay, so this symbol, the one that kind of looks like 4 Metroids smooching.
Okay.
How many different books does that appear on? Is it just one? This is similar to, but not that symbol. Yeah. Which means that it doesn't exist over there at all. Here we go. We have it on this book numbered 13, although it shares a symbol. And over here on this book numbered 6. So
13 and 6.
yeah,
Maybe we're looking for the sum of the numbers.
well, on the one where it's a 13, it's sharing it with another symbol. It's sharing it with the 6 pointed, the starfish type symbol. The one in the upper right in the painting here.
Okay.
So not exactly sure what to make of that.
But then there's one where it's just by itself,
Yeah.
and that's a 6.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, naively, that's certainly a thing we can do.
All right. So let's find this kind of butterfly one that's going counterclockwise along the spiral.
So one thing I note that is kind of interesting is this the symbol that looks like a crosshair with squares around it. I know I'm jumping ahead. This is the third book in a left to right sequence, but I do think it's interesting that it has 3 squares in the painting, and there are books that show that symbol but completed with 4 squares, and also there's a book over here on this shelf that shows it only with 2 squares.
I don't see the butterfly.
And there isn't, in fact, a book that shows it with 3 squares. You don't see that butterfly symbol at all?
No.
Okay, let me see if.
Am I?
Is
just
that not
missing?
it on the top shelf?
Is that it? Oh, maybe that is that.
Yes, there's a book that shows that symbol twice on the top shelf, numbered 12.
Okay. Well, then this isn't.
And another book over here that shows it 3 times, numbered 18. So then that symbol would be 6. It's math. It's a math puzzle.
Wait, that symbol would be 6.
Yeah, right.
It represents the number 6.
If there's 2 of it, it's 12, and if there's 3 of it, it's 18.
Okay.
Which means that if the Metroid's kissing. Sorry, I said 6 before for Metroid's kissing. It's a 4. The I is on the other side of the V. Listen, it's
All right.
early. It's early, okay? And that would suggest that this other starship shape is maybe a 9. Starfish shape is a 9 because that plus Metroid equals 13.
Okay.
And we have seen the starfish elsewhere. That's not it. Actually, we maybe have not seen the starfish elsewhere. Okay.
Okay, so let's find the next one, which is this 4 globbies together.
Okay. So hold on. What do you started putting in numbers arbitrarily? 'Cause I would
No,
think that it
I'm-
would be positional.
I mean, yeah. So 4,
So the 9
6.
is
9. What?
9 is.
I mean,
here.
I'm doing it in the spiral.
Oh, in the
The
spot.
clear
Oh,
spiral
you're
shape
doing
that
the
they've given
spot.
us.
I was just like they're vertically aligned with the columns almost. But yeah, okay, the spiral. I see what you're saying. I suppose the spiral makes sense. All right, now the one that looks like the 4 circles, but they're not Metroid's kissing. I have a rare disease that makes me only able to describe things in terms of whether or not they are Metroid's kissing. That would
Okay,
seem to be a 5.
Okay. Let me make it. But there we go.
Because there's one with just that book and a 5.
All right, and the next one
Okay,
is
so the next one, this symbol with the three squares.
yeah.
The book that shows that symbol, but with all 4 of the squares, is a 16, and 2 of the squares is a 6.
Well, okay, so but 12
And
is
this
not
ti-
a
and
number.
this time
we
I'm-
have.
And this time I'm right; it actually is 6. Right, XVI is 16. So
Okay, it's 16 with 4 of them, and 2 of
So
them.
it's
you said
hold
is
on. It's
6?
it's 16 with 4 squares and 4 lines coming out of the circle, and then the top shelf of the other bookcase has one with 2 squares and 3 lines coming out of the circle to make 6. Right?
Okay, and we have 3 lines and 3 squares, so that's
So what do you reckon? How do you think that breaks down?
there's too many numbers for me to hold in my head at once.
Okay. So the difference between them is 2 squares and a line, right?
Yeah.
But that difference represents 10 points. That doesn't really make sense if 2 squares and 3 lines is 6. Right? So this
Yeah.
one's got to be multiplicative or exponential or something. Six, 16, like they're representations in a geometric sequence, or let's move on real quick. So the other one is the 8-pointed one.
It's 3?
Yeah, it appears to be 3, right? Yeah, in 2 different
Oh, well,
places.
whatever that number is we had before, the 9 was correct.
Okay. 6, 9, 16 is weird. Yeah, it feels like this wants to be 4, so for it to be like successive squares, right? 2 squares squared is 4, 3 is 9, and then 4 is
Do
16.
you see what I did here?
I do see what you did here.
Okay.
So 3 from completing the paintings. 3 from completing the darkest puzzles. Do we have yeah, we have all 4 of the darkest puzzles on the starship done, and we didn't get anything. So maybe not. Curious. And then presumably 1 from like having actually completed all of the main puzzles or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. In any case, what do you say we get to today's escape room?
Yeah.
Back to Cursed Treasure Town. This time, Amabel, we're on a real live fake pirate ship.
Cool.
There's cannons and everything, and hopefully more skeletons. Can I tell you, I appreciate the multiple layers of puzzles. Is the thing that really gets me. That's a big, oh dear. Dot. Over there, SB says, pointing.
Over what?
What do you mean, what? Amabel Holland.
Why are you pointing at me?
That.
Oh, okay. No, that's all
Look
right.
off the side of the ship. That's fucking horrifying.
I was looking at the. Okay.
I know that this is just like level 1 video game stagecraft, but I am actually unnerved. I do not like that. Okay, there's some kind of complicated puzzle involving circles of runes over here, for which I have discovered a rune.
Okay. Yeah, where are you at?
I'm right here.
There you are. Okay.
I've gone nowhere.
Can you crack this nefarious code?
I'm writing the cargo manifest in code, so other crews won't know what we're carrying. Well, isn't that clever? Oh, we reckon this is the code for the thing here?
Yeah.
Why is that?
And then...
Hold on, I didn't...
In the cargo hold, they have some labeled things with arrows.
Oh, indeed they do. So my inclination would be... Let's see, we have a row and a column numeral for each of the letters. Does one of these say layer on it? Gems, gold. One of the barrels has nothing written on it. And that one says grog. Well, I can certainly see the other words in the crossword here. There's no tools in the game for writing on the screen, though. And I'm not sure what to do with... So, like, the word gems, there's a thing pointing up the stem of the E. So, it goes from the top left corner down to the right, so maybe it's pointing up to the 3. Does the word gold have an arrow? Okay, so maybe it's like... The L is down the right side of the puzzle. The L is a 6. The I is a 1. The R is a 2. And then the E is a 3. There we go. Nefarious puzzle completed. That's a lot of cannonballs. And they do have the key item indicator on them, so I guess I'm picking up all the cannonballs.
Oh, here's some Okay, here's some places for cannonballs, I guess, maybe?
No, I think these are places for these circular runes, maybe. I thought these were going to go where the puzzle over here goes, but maybe not. Interesting. Okay, so we have this ability to align this, like, 5-lens shape on the wall here. And these are the shapes that are on the runes. But I don't know what else to do with that yet. Yeah. Breaking stuff to look cool and tough. We gotta impress all the other pirates. Ah, puzzle piece. Right here in this merlady's fin cleavage. Boy, okay, you just managed to jam every loud object over here, huh?
I didn't do that on purpose. There are 3 cannon tools, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's something to do with the winch over here.
Where's there a winch?
Right here where I'm playing with the winch. So maybe you can make it line up. I'm not sure what I would be trying to line up. It doesn't look to me like I should be able to form a horizontal stretch of any symbol all the way across. Because these will necessarily always maintain their block with those. We probably have to find some indication somewhere what we're looking for. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
what do you make of...
Perhaps
do you see
this,
something?
Perhaps this is the thing I was looking for. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right. So I was able to set this up so that we have a 1, 2, 3. Is that the only way to get a 1, 2, 3 going? Yes. So then there's a 2 next to it. There's a 3 below that. And then these 2 symbols are 1, and it kind of looks like a pot. There we go. The winch was not for anything except signaling what goes on this basket, I guess. Okay, you plug that into the mast. You have to unlock the mast. Everybody knows that. That's Pirate Ships 101.
Oh, I'm lowering a hook or an anchor or something.
Yeah. That thing would operate the anchor, I think.
I'm not sure for what purpose.
Well, maybe you could pull up the anchor and then we could get away from this giant fucking Kraken nightmare situation. You ever think of that?
Ah, no, I pulled up a treasure chest that's unstored.
Oh, okay. Congratulations on your fishing minigame.
Okay, well, this says rune on it.
It does.
Not seen any other.
Oh, interesting. Well, that arrangement of the rings on the cannon looks reasonable. So there's one of those things at the base. I see. There's a couple of these lenses have, I thought it was just a glowy effect, but they have in fact particular symbols daubed on them already. So maybe like that? Maybe that's a winner? I don't see anywhere else that the 2 symbols fit. So whatever we might do with that. Yeah, we're gonna need more runes, right?
Oh, we can twist this. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I twisted it all into a shape already. But if you think you have a better shape, feel free.
No, I don't. I just am trying to figure things out. Where? Oh, we got this.
What a goofy little puzzle. Ah, okay.
Oh, did you figure it out?
Yeah, did you actually interact with it? Like,
I tried and I
see how
couldn't
it
get
worked?
it to me. No, I couldn't.
Okay. you gotta press the buttons on it to operate.
I was trying to click on the buttons and it wasn't doing anything, so maybe I just was pressing wrong. I don't know.
Huh. Okay, so let me take this back. So we're gonna need one more rune still, I think. Is there a lot? Is there a version of this that lets me? Oh no. Okay, we're good. Never mind. All right, so I think I've got the lines continuous and in the right shapes. This would go here. This is a very complicated activation methodology for this cannon. Okay, well. Okay.
Oh no, there's one over here.
I seem to have pissed off the Kraken, but I did also shoot it in the face, so that's fun. Okay.
Well, here's some more metal rings.
Different firing and activation mechanisms for this cannon, for sure. Okay, that appears to be the our thing. So I need this star with a sun nearby. There aren't really that many instances of this star, it looks like.
Oh, here's a rune.
Put it down in the... There we go. Okay, here's a live one, right? Ah. Where are you finding stuff? Oh, because we have new area to search.
Yeah.
There is a barrel here that seems to be in a tremendously important location.
Okay, I have some...
Huh.
Alright, I've seen the hook symbol. Oh, those are different symbols. Okay, that's the time signal. That's the hook.
Alright, well, that's a couple of knives. Still looking out for puzzle pieces as well. Although it does feel like there's a lot of ground here. A lot of places one could be. So we have this barrel, and it is going to need to be stabbed in some particular fashions. It's got all these.
Okay,
all these
I have
slots.
several weapons.
Yeah, I have two. What is several?
A 3?
You have 4?
Oh, 4. 4 out of 8 is what it was saying.
Okay, yeah, there's one already in the barrel. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw mine on top of the floor here. And is there anything obvious about the slots? Well, some of them are horizontal and some of them are vertical. The weapons are not all the same, so presumably we need to figure out which kind of weapon goes where. Squid will not permit me to pass.
Okay, and then I need to find the bomb sails. Aha! Right behind me. Okay. There's on that side. Wait. It is. No, so it's on the
That's just
left,
gonna get us
and then over, and then diagonal. Start on the left. Oh, that was it. Okay.
Okay, a couple more runes. So this knife puzzle is certainly about getting a rune. I just need to figure out what it... Okay, so this little one, can it be put in a vertical slot? Ah, it doesn't slide in very far, though. Okay, maybe that's something we learned. Let me try some stuff here.
Okay.
So maybe the little ones get the horizontal slots. Okay. The big ones... Oh, see, the big ones don't go very deep in the vertical slots either. Or maybe it's just certain vertical slots? Okay, that went all the way in. These both feel wrong.
Why
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's something I'm not getting yet about what causes it to sink in. And in any case, it does seem like we need one more blade. Oh, you have another blade.
do I? Oh, wow. Did not realize that.
But this doesn't go in here, so...
Right, because that's a space for a shorter blade. Right?
So it would seem. Okay, that doesn't go there. How about here? Nope. This I think is long already, yeah. What I'm trying to do is figure out where have I put a short one that is actually a long slot. There we go. Okay.
Puzzle seemed there's something we were missing, I guess.
There may have been a key to it somewhere, but also the way they built it is absolutely just testable.
Oh, these are falling off. Okay, hang on, let me set these so they're not going to slide off the crate.
Well, maybe like in the cannon would be a good place to put them.
Yeah, but where in the cannon do I...
Okay, so first of all, so that sets that location, which means we're going to want to... There we go. This ring needs to look like that. And then actually we need to move this whole assembly up one space. There we go. That creates the same pattern as in the lens. Okay, so one of these goes here. This goes here. The one that looks like a wheel will go there. And this one in the other spot. I suppose it makes sense that we have to shoot the giant octopus 8 times.
That's... Alright, wow.
The beasts return.
Well, can't go up those stairs. Or these, but... We can get in this room.
Okay, well, it feels like that's got to be quite significant.
Okay, so there's a lock here, and it is a letter puzzle thing, and there are letters out on the lamps out there.
That is true.
And so what am I looking for?
Huh. Behind the desk, there is a curiously empty chest. Very strange.
Hmm.
14th September 1718. Dead silent dusk and a calm sea. Ominous clouds loomed above us. A thick fog rolled over the deck, and then we saw it. An illusion or a creature, all flesh and tentacles. We changed course, but I fear it followed us. And there are numbers written down the side of the book here. Although, heck if I know what to make of them. I think, Amabel, this might be what you were looking for.
The combat box. So there are different combat things. I need to move the little dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have illustrations next to the numbers?
No, I have this, which it seems like is you threw down your box on top of the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That piece of paper, I think, is lantern related.
Okay. Well, you look at the combat box and let me
Okay.
check out the lantern puzzle here.
Yeah, it does feel like this needs a key. How are we to know what position the offhand should be in? A key, a ring that doesn't seem to matter. Pictures of all the handsome pirate gentlemen from the last thing. Indeed, another key. Sadly, no more puzzle piece. Well, this seems pretty straightforward. Posing for defense. Basic rules. Okay. Defending against longsword. Front arm blocks from the top. Rear arm raised if opponent's is lowered. Okay. This is apparently not the longsword. I mean, it's as long as the sword was. Okay, so. Rear arm raised if opponent's is lowered. Rear arm lowered if opponent's is raised. Front arm blocks from the top. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Am I looking at the wrong figure? Defending against short sword. The problem is like none of the blades look anything like a long sword. Front arm blocks from the top. Like this is not. That's not blocking, but it's certainly at the top. There's a second page here. Advanced rules. Defending against dual wielding, defending against two-hand wielding. Okay, so I need this up too. But I believe... Oh no, okay, I'm wrong. I was going to say, I believe I had figured out before that you could only pin one thing at a time. It is not true. Okay, so this means that there's not 4 different weapons, which is what I thought it was going to get across 2 pages. But rather, there's just short and long. Okay, so front arm blocks from the bottom. Rear arm follows the same rule as longsword, so put it in the opposite direction of the opponent's arm. Here, if the opponent is dual wielding, rear arm in the same direction as opponent's rear arm. Front arm follows the basic rules of blocking from the bottom. Here, rear arm in the same direction. Front arm follows basic rules of... It says blocks from the top. I mean, that's not blocking, but it is from the top. I'm not sure what they want me to do there. Front arm blocks from the top. Rear arm held horizontally. Okay, yeah. What they mean is doesn't block when they say blocks from the top. What a
What was in there?
kind of dumb way to do that. A key. I now have like a vast assortment of keys over here.
Okay, I also have a key, and this table has a bunch of locks on the top.
Okay, what are you doing out there that's making so much noise?
I'm not
You're
in
not
here.
even out there. What is making so much noise out there?
I don't know, but if you
Hold
look...
Okay. I think I've resolved the noise. Okay.
We have keyholes here, and there are also keyholes on this globe.
We've been looking for that island for weeks now. The horizon is vast and empty, no sign of hope. We must stand firm. The sea is nervous around us. The waves get higher by the day. That does not seem like it is a hint. Alright, so this globe also has keyholes.
Like drawn on it, yeah. Like right here. Or is it just... No, there's two. There's that one and that one.
So do we need to
there's one
match
there.
up the locations that have keyholes on the globe? Like, let's try to figure out where we're looking at here. Okay, so a large mountain range to the top right of that river. Okay, yeah. And that would mean that this one would go here. That's a place where there's a key.
There's this part of this continent here. Okay.
I think
And then there's
right?
one...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then...
Last one
one
is
there.
down there. Right here. I'm out of keys, though.
Okay. Well,
Ah,
I'm also out of keys.
I
Oh, you
found a
one?
key. Sorry. Sorry, I put that in the wrong position at first. Ah,
Runic Cannonball.
a special cannonball for a very special creature.
Okay, I can't put this in yet. It's not let me put it in.
Well, you gotta get the cannon open first, right?
The cannon is open.
Oh, but it's just not letting you put the... Indeed.
Oh, now it did it. Never mind. I'm useless today, it seems like.
I don't know, I feel like you're doing a lot of work. You solved whatever's going on with those lanterns by yourself.
You know how to escape a ship is don't go on a ship.
That's salient advice, although perhaps not relevant to our predicament now. Good advice for us in the past.
Steps to reach the cursed treasure. The journey is long. Sail ahead and follow the signs.
I found a big bell,
There's
so
a
I made a noise.
cryptic map here.
That's pretty fun. Okay. Sails, light, lightning, north, wind, bell clanger, boat forward. Classic pirate code.
I have a spyglass. I'm not sure what it does as of yet.
Okay, so this should release the sails. Oh. The top of that fell off. Darn. Just trying to throw stuff overboard for the hell of it. Okay, so I've got the top of the lever here, but it's definitely not going to reattach. All right, so what would this mean? Sails down would be a lovely start. And then there's the light of some lighthouses.
Oh, this lighthouse is over there
Okay, what do we
in this.
do with that, though? Can I turn... I cannot turn the ship toward them.
Hmm.
Oh, they're not even lighthouses. They're just like really tall buoys. Which I guess is not inconsistent with the drawing. So we gotta steer to those, then we gotta steer to the lightning storm. But this pirate wheel doesn't want to budge. Oh wait, maybe you are doing something. Okay, if you just click on it, instead of zooming in like every other object in the entire game does, it just jerks wildly for no reason. I'm adjusting our heading toward the lights. I was kind of hoping that would do something. And I certainly don't know a way to approach them. And it didn't cause a big storm to start or anything.
It did start raining, but not, oh, yeah, they don't seem to be getting any closer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It does seem like all we can do is turn in place. And I think, you know, at least once we are being instructed to go closer by one of the instructions on that page. So I don't really know how to do that in a sailboat, a sail ship. Like, you're supposed to wait for the winds to push you forward, right?
Yeah, I mean, so the sails can be more unfurled in ways to help pick up speed, but
Yeah,
you are
that's true.
dependent on the wind.
Maybe it is just like the safe is a big, or the ship is a big safe, and we just need to rotate it to face the things. It's just
We did that.
we would
and
now
it's
need
not-
to we would now need to rotate it to. Well, no, we didn't. We rotated it once.
Okay.
Now we would need to rotate it to face. What one would hope would be a pretty obvious lightning storm, and I don't actually see obvious lightning.
You want here? Let me give you this spyglass because it's
Oh.
some kind of
There's
tool,
a-
and I'm not.
There's a spy
Finding-
glass.
Yeah, I told you about the spyglass.
You
I'm not finding a purpose for it.
Okay. No hidden messages on that paper. Maybe if I could get up in the crow's nest, this would do something, but I don't really see it helping from down here. Do you think you see lightning?
No, I'm.
I guess I can look at these more closely. I mean, not even really though. Like the spyglass, this particular spyglass doesn't seem to magnify things at all.
No.
It's just a wooden. It's like looking through a paper towel roll. Does it have? There's no like obvious method of its operation.
I'm not seeing anything in the sails, like any kind of code or anything.
Nor I. And the sky is like it's doing flashes of white above us, but I think that might just be the snow or the rain or whatever it is. I guess it's supposed to be rain.
It does kind of rotate us in place, so I'm not.
Okay, looks like none of these. Oh,
Did you see it?
no. Okay, thank you.
Can't use those anymore.
Yeah, I don't really
I'm sure there's some.
see anything to interact with here. If we pulled the anchor up, yeah, the anchor's up.
Well, it's a fishing hook more than an anchor.
It is specifically, yeah. It is specifically pointing at the lights coming out of the lighthouse. I don't really know what to do about that. Something about the light. Put down some garbage that I'm carrying. The light from the buoys, then some lightning, then go north. Then catch the wind in the sails, I would assume. Then ring the bell. And then you'll move forward. Got the sails down. Headed into this. Do we have any other kind of control anywhere on the ship? Is there anything else that we're able to do?
Not that I'm seeing. I'm looking. I love how when you turn the wheel, the whole ship shakes. Like it's about to clip through it. That's fun. These are all old puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
No, I definitely feel like it's something up here we're not getting.
I'm gonna put this spyglass down because I'm not getting anything out of it. Oop, that's not really what I meant to do. There we go. Wait, what if it's when we use the spyglass to look at the skies and see the kind of sort of lightning appearance that is happening above us? Did that do anything? So what would be next
Hmm.
would be to turn the ship so we're facing north. I'm just gonna do that
Okay.
and see if anything happens.
Almost north.
I mean, I think that's pretty north.
I mean, I'm looking at it. It's not quite. Okay, that's north. Now it's not north.
Oh my god, you huge baby.
I mean, that did something.
What?
It's green now.
It is green now. Feels like
Ring
we...
the bell 3 times.
Okay, so like half of these were instructions and half of them were indicators. So we were supposed to take the sort of powdery white stuff happening in the sky as
As a thunderstorm.
as lightning, even though the paper clearly depicts like actual lightning bolts. Okay. So do all that stuff, then go to the other ship. Or point yourself at it at least.
Are we pointing at it to do
Yeah.
that?
Good call. I do not it seems to be moving or we're drifting. I'm getting nothing out of spyglassing it. Perhaps unsurprisingly.
Oh, well, I guess that did it.
Okay. Huh.
That
Huh.
was not maybe my favorite.
Yeah. They should probably not they should probably represent instructions and conditions to recognize in a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, there's parts of that I thought were cool. I did like there's a part of me that was experiencing a small amount of real actual fear. Just like spooky giant sea creature in the distance is just one of my things. There's a very good reason that you've never seen me on the ocean and you never will.
Right.
Yeah. But I guess that's that. I feel like you did a lot of that one. Good job.
Well, thank you. I feel like you did a lot in that one. Also, a good job.
Now, before we leave for the day, obviously,
Oh no.
we got to go have a look at this darkest puzzle. Oh, it's the globe,
darkest puzzle.
it's the darkest globe and map combination.
Oh.
It's gonna be just a box full of keys. It is so clumsy to pick up objects. Maybe you want to just pick up a bunch of objects. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
So this is not actually drawn in. And there are 2 different kinds of keys. And we have to like try to find spots that are indicative. So on the bottom right here, there's a spot where there's a key directly above another key, like really close together. That is a thing that does not exist on the bottom half of the board in very many places. I might argue
Right,
it's like it has to be
just there. Yeah.
So let's see here. That said, like this should be a bottom row key, right? Because there's no room for there to be anything below it. But there's certainly not.
Wait, where do you see this on the globe?
Are you standing up and trying to?
I was standing up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you crouch.
that'll be problematic for seeing the thing that's
Okay.
only on the bottom half, right here.
Okay.
That bottom one has to be the bottom row, or we can never see the bottom row, right? But it definitely isn't if this key setup is real. So it's a key with an eye, and then the key with the eye is above, and the other key is below.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then the other key with the eye... Yeah, I'm not comfortable with this. This doesn't seem right.
Because there are two spots where that could be.
Kind of.
There or
I think
over
this
here.
one is not. You're looking here.
Yeah.
This one's not actually directly above it.
Okay. Okay. I mean that.
But again, I will emphasize that I don't think that this can possibly portray that row. No, look, there are clearly 5 key heights on the map, right? Here, here, the actual equator, and there's a key spot there, and then these two are both below that. So since there are 5 key heights on the map, it is obvious that those bottom rows must refer to this and this row and that row. It's just that there isn't a spot that looks like that.
Well.
Unless this map is not wrapping in the way that we're thinking.
Well, also, it might depend on the projection of the map compared to the globe.
I mean, it shouldn't, right?
Right, but like
For a thing to be directly adjacent to another thing, like they'd have to still be very close. And there is nothing in the 4th row that is close to the 5th row. Like this is the closest spot. But that's still, I think, too far away for sure.
only 2 up the top, and they're equidistant. It looks like.
Okay.
So
I would say each one of there are 3 equidistant pairs here at the top, right?
no, I mean the very top, at the pole. There's only 2 keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
they're
3 equidistant pairs at the.
Oh, over here. Yeah.
The 2 that are in the next row are not quite exactly on the other side of the globe from each other, I think, or maybe they are. I put this under here. Yeah, no, they're not quite. So that could be like. I hate having to try to fold this in my head.
Only 1 on the equator.
Yeah, well, that's not super helpful, but where is it relative to.
Well.
Okay, so it's just down and right a little bit from. So, like. Maybe we're looking at this. Do both of the. You said there's only 1 on the equator. That doesn't tell us anything, though. So that could be. The relationship we're seeing here could be these 2, or those 2, or those 2.
Hmm.
And for there to be another one above. Say, I don't think this relationship holds then, because there's not a top row key where there would have to be one. This one works. This one, yeah, these 2 both, I think, kind of have that shape. And then. I mean, that's about half away from. Yeah, maybe. And then the bottom row keys have to be representing. You think?
I think if it's wrapping, these are both they're very close to the edge. It's closer than this one and this one. I could be wrong, but it's hard to get a handle. It's hard to find if we can find 1 key we know for sure, the rest just fall into place, and it's just I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
But this.
Okay, so how many are there in the 4th row in total? There's 1 other one in the 4th row, and it is just barely not all the way on the other side of the map from that one. So that would have to be, if you're there, then like half of the map is like here, right?
Oh, okay.
And there isn't, I don't think either of these are close enough. In order for one of these to be just under half the map away, or just over, depending on how you want to apply it, from its counterpart. I wish the markings were a little bit more like striated. I wish it was just a little clearer.
Yeah.
Trying to use this thing as a yardstick is not gonna work. I would say that it looks to me like maybe this one and this one are the right distance apart.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe.
All right. Well, if say this is one of them,
Yeah.
and
that would make this, that, and this, that, right?
okay, then let's find the equator based on those two, right?
We can try.
So, right. So equator is here. It doesn't really help actually. And then there's
No, yeah, you
the
gotta put it, like,
one there.
You gotta put it on a landmark. Okay, yeah, so like here. So the key as it exists is almost like 90 degrees off. So it would be close to exactly between them. But that doesn't really look like any of these. Right?
Yeah, this is the problem I'm having. I can't really hold the space in my head.
Is there a... No, not really. I was going to say, like, there are markings on the top of the map. And I was trying to figure out if there were sort of, like, spacing instructions in those, basically, and I don't think so.
But, I think these probably correspond to the two bars dividing the hemispheres. So if we can know that they are, you know, if one thing is on the line, the other things are on either side of that line. Is that helpful information? I'm not.
What? I don't understand what you're saying.
So the table,
Yeah.
you have these little flowers or markings, right?
Uh-huh.
And they correspond to like the equator and the other meridian. Thank you. And we have a meridian marker and an equator marker, so we can divide this into 4.
Well, we have an equator marker.
Well, okay.
I guess no, we don't. We have two things. We have two things that allow us to measure the globe into halves. It would seem that the meridian, the thing, the round one, the horizontal one, is an equator marker due to the direction of the key markings stamped on the globe, but we don't actually know that for sure.
Right. I'm saying this divides it into 4 potential quadrants that we can shift around. So if we can figure out, I don't know. I'm trying.
Oh. Well, that ain't right. Huh. Amabel.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right.
Amabel, come here, stand here. Amabel. Watch your feet. Oh, don't grab my box. I'm trying to do box stuff. Ah, watch your feet. Ah! The tongue of the war desk is after you. It's weird that there's a bit that doesn't have collision here. I was trying to use this to like measure the distances. I was trying to use the side of this as a measuring stick. Because it is a little bit hard to eyeball. Like, when we get one where it's like they're exactly on the other side of the globe from each other, it's a little bit hard to eyeball. Like, is this exactly on the other side of the globe from that one or that one? Right? Like,
Yeah.
the answer is neither of them. It's this one that's like exactly on the other side of the globe from that one, I think. But that doesn't line up with the vertical bit. Yeah, I think the thing that's the part where there are two keys arranged perfectly vertically here is the single most important piece of information we have. But I don't have any idea what to do with it. Because it tells us that the way we're looking at this map is probably wrong.
Oh! Do you think...
Like, it's gotta be like these two, right? Or those two?
No.
No?
This point
Uh-huh.
is the fourth row, and a point up here is the bottom row.
Okay.
Is there one that lines up there?
Well, I mean, yeah, the one that it's in and the one right there. I would say that's by far the cleanest match. So if we put this here, yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable with that representationally. So, okay, once again, that means there's another one in that fourth row that's very nearly halfway around the world from...
Like so?
See, this is where I'm getting in trouble. Like, is that a better match for the position on the map, or is that one? I don't. Let's leave it like that for now.
Okay.
And then the
equator one.
The thing that's on the third row is like 60% of the way from one of those fourth rows to the other. Is
that a silver key or a gold key?
It's not quite halfway. It is a gold key.
Okay, I don't have the gold key, so.
All right. You think this one?
I think so.
I think you're right about that. All right, and then the silver key here is... So this row is two silver keys. One that's pretty close up and to the left, maybe like that. And then one that's like not quite half the world away. I might do it like here.
Okay.
And then that leaves the last row. Okay, if we take this as that, then these are about a quarter of the world off from this in either direction, such that they're about half the world apart from each other, which I guess would be not represented very well here. Maybe like this and that. But then, oh, except those are backwards. This one's the gold key.
Okay.
But then you're definitely just like jiggling handles to see like, oh, is it this one or maybe it's that, you know? You have to try every combination. because they
It
don't
doesn't-
give you the tools for measuring distances at all.
I'm sure there's some other thing we're missing, but it's.
I am less sure based on some of the other puzzles.
Let me tell you, the darkest puzzles are not my favorite.
I think they do. I think they oh, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, I mean, we see what the idea is here. I'm fine just ending the episode.
Okay, let's do that.
We get the idea.
And go back next time.
I don't think mapping landmarkless mapping from a round shape to a flat shape is interesting, and I would say that it doesn't count as puzzle solving for sure. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're on that island, I guess, wherever our haunted ghost ship took us after we tried to murder that poor innocent occupus. Amabel, this does not bode well for my brain for the rest of these episodes.
Right.
It's just the whole thing's been turned to pulp. When you come back next time, Amabel will solve all the puzzles while I stand around and go,
Oh no!
and we'll see you then.